Hey guys, just going to fly through Thursday's home workout with you. Okay, so mobility work, first thing is some Jefferson curls. Alright, so Jefferson curls, just taking a weight, okay, using that weight to help pull us down, increase the stretch on our hamstrings just a little bit. Anyone that has really good flexibility and is able to touch their toes or beyond, okay, you might just want to step up onto a box. Just when you're doing Jefferson curls, there's no need to be going crazy heavy with this at all, okay. All it is just a small weight just to pull you down that little bit further, okay. So feet just about shoulder width apart, pushing the knees right back, so driving them back, keep your chin tucked in, keeping those legs nice and straight and letting that weight pull you all the way right down, keeping your head nice and tucked in between your arms. So you're going to stay down in that bottom position, so staying down, okay, for a minute on that one. Okay, then after that, we're just going to change it up just a little bit, something new. So we're going to do what we call basically just like a wide stance hamstring kind of work, okay. So all you're going to do is just get into a wider stance, toes pointed forward, again knees come right back all the time, okay. And then from there we're just going to bend over, so right over, all the way over as much as you can. If you want to hold on to a small weight, again when you're doing this you can, so something a little bit lighter even than the Jefferson curls. So you're going to reach back behind you, okay, small little pulse in action. Then we're just going to sweep across over to the left side, keep your head tucked in between your arms. Going to pause in that position for about 5 or 6 seconds, sweeping all the way across to the other side, pause for about 5 or 6, back to the center, and you're just going to repeat all those different positions for 6 rounds, okay. So you'll do 6 on the middle, 6 on the left, 6 on the right, okay. And then last thing I'm going to do is just a glute mash. So a glute mash, if you have a ball, okay, whether it's a slitter, okay, lacrosse ball, whatever it might be, it is just sitting up onto that. So we're looking for this area here, okay, that's generally where kind of lower back and hamstring issues kind of come from. So getting onto that, crossing your legs across, sitting right down on top of it. If you don't have a ball, we can just use a foam roller for that one. Is that okay? So that's our mobility work. Try and get that done before we get cracking into strength work and the actual Metcon. So after that, what we are going to do, okay, today is some single leg deadlifts. So with a single leg deadlifts, we can do these body weight, banded, or with a weight. Okay, so remember a couple of little things with a single leg deadlift. As I always say in class, it is still a deadlift. Okay, so you still have to be making sure we're getting into this hip hinge position. So it is not just doing this, getting up on bending the knee and then just collapsing over, which is you'll see a lot of people doing. Depending on what you're actually using as well, okay, remember just to be able to keep good technique, keep into that hip hinge and not have yourself rounding, okay, you might not be able to get all the way to the floor, okay. So if you're using a dumbbell, it's a little bit more difficult than a kettlebell touching off the floor, and obviously the same with a band, okay. So if you can't get all the way down, don't worry about it, it is not the end of the world, okay. So with body weight, I want to just soften my knee, okay, so just soften the knee. What I'm going to do is from there, I'm going to turn my foot into like a tripod, so big toe, little toe and heel, and then I'm always going to think about wanting to bring my opposite leg back as far as I can, so driving all the way back, so it's keeping that body in a nice straight line and then pushing through, okay. So I'm keeping my chest up, driving all the way forward, okay, when I reach all the way back, so extending, keeping that body straight line, so I'm reaching back, I'm still getting into that hip hinge and pushing all the way through, okay. To do them banded, all you're going to simply do is stand on top of the band, okay. So you're going to stand on top of the band, so from there I'm just creating a small little bit of tension, so when I reach back, okay, band will relax, and then as I push through, I will get that small bit of tension at the top. If you feel like you're not getting enough and that's all you have, you can just wrap your hands around the band a little bit, okay, just to create that little bit of added resistance. Is that okay? So that's your banded option, and then as usual, just you can use kettlebell or dumbbell holding onto it, okay, same idea, reaching back, holding onto that weight and through. Okay, after that, you're going to do 6 on each side with that. Then after that, what we are looking at today is some push-ups, just a little bit different. All I'm going to do today is either tempo push-ups, okay, or negatives. Okay, so tempo push-ups, this is for anyone that's really kind of mastered push-ups, okay, and we're just trying to change it up a little bit for you so you can just get a little bit stronger and a little bit better with them, trying to be able to hit higher rep ranges. So we're going to take a 5 seconds to descend, 3-second pause at the bottom, and then 5 seconds to come back up. Okay, so you're going to get down into your normal press up position, getting yourself set up, and then on the way down it's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then pause for 1, 2, 3, and then coming up it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so adds a fair bit of difficulty to it. There's a lot more time under tension with those. Okay, so 5 seconds going down, 3-second pause, 5 seconds coming back up. Then after that, anyone that isn't able to or is still working on push-ups, okay, you can look at doing negatives. So our negatives is getting, okay, at the top and then trying to control ourselves down as slow and controlled as we can, all the way right down to chest touches the floor. Then come onto your knees, get reset and go again. If you're somebody who's in between, okay, a little bit, okay, what you can do is I would just work on the tempo. So we have a lot of people who started doing press-ups, okay, and are getting really good at them, kind of getting up to being able to do 8 to 10, maybe unbroken reps now or thereabouts, okay, and you might find the negatives now or you're just kind of gone beyond that stage. So what you can do is do the tempos, but maybe reduce the time down. Okay, so you might do 4 seconds down, 2-second pause, 4 seconds up. So just play around with it a little bit just to make it challenging for you. But remember, it is strength work. It is meant to be challenging. Okay, so Metcon. So Metcon, what we're going to be doing today is 3, 6, and 3, 6, 9. Okay, for 3 minutes, as many rounds as possible. Then you'll have a 1 minute rest, and then you will do that for 4 rounds. So it is 3 goblet squats. It is 3 goblet squats, 6 ground to overhead, and 9 swings. Okay, so 3, 6, 9 of all those movements. Okay, so 3 minutes, as many rounds as possible. What we're going to be looking at, okay, are goblet squats. Okay, so we're going to do 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go into 6 ground to overhead. Okay, so down, touch, bring to our chest, up overhead, down, touch, bring to my chest, up overhead for 6. Then I'm switching into 9 kettlebell swings. Okay, remember with the ground to overhead, chest is up, eyes are looking forward, weight touches off the floor. It is not doing this. Okay, and then remember with our kettlebell swings, it is a hip hinge, driving those hips back, back is flat, chest is up, eyes are looking forward, snapping my hips forward. Is that okay? So 3, 6, 9 for 3 minutes, as many rounds as you can get done. Then we will have a 1 minute rest, and then we will do that for 4 rounds. That's it, guys, pretty straightforward.